mass destruction and harm due to fires is becoming easier thanks to new technology and practices. Tina's standing by with an expert for more.
It is Fire Prevention Week. Now, it was started in 1871 when the Great Chicago Fire killed 300 people and left over 100,000 homeless. Dan Finnegan is a 40-year veteran of the fire safety industry and continues to help develop national fire safety codes and increase fire safety awareness. He joins us today along with Bob Morris to share the latest in fire safety technology. Gentlemen, thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
Thank you.
Hello.
Well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about fire safety awareness. Why is this so important?
Well, it's really critical right now because Fire Prevention Week is a way to remember the Chicago fire, and fire is still a big problem across this country. Last year, 2,800 people died as a result of 1- and 2-family homes. That number is still too high. We've got to decrease that number. And unfortunately, last year it went up 15%. So we need to keep fire prevention, fire safety forefront in everybody's minds.
That is great. And Dan, I know we were just talking about you taking steps to, of course, get technology to a better place so we can keep those numbers down. Tell me a little bit about how the technology is today.
Well, one way to do is to measure it by what we've done in the recent past years. Since 1970, with the advancement in technologies of fire smoke detectors, fire sprinklers, fire and safety codes, and our fire service department operations, we have reduced the number of lives lost by 90,000. So the technology advancements have done some solid moves forward. But we can't forget about the most basic, and that's the smoke alarm in our homes. This is the theme of NFPA Fire Prevention Week this week, and that is to make sure we all have a working smoke alarm in our homes and that we test it on a regular basis. This is the front line of defense for our home fire safety.
Of course, this is a good reminder to check those batteries, make sure they're still working. And then even more advanced when it comes to technology. Tell me a little bit about the voice communication.
Yes, thank you. That's an excellent question. Now we're going to evolve ourselves outside of the home, and we're going to go into the buildings in which we work in, our high-rise office buildings, our schools, our hospitals. The advent over the past few years of speakers being installed throughout a building and a microphone being controlled by the fire chief gives the occupants of the building real-time direction in how to evacuate and stay in place or to do the right things in case of an emergency. This technology is clearly saving lives on a regular basis.
And then also, Dan, kind of going back to your home, of course, we were talking about the smoke detectors that we all know we should have in our homes. Tell me a little bit about carbon monoxide detection.
Well, carbon monoxide detectors are extremely important. Carbon monoxide is a gas that is odorless and colorless. So without a detector that looks something like this, you'll have no idea that that gas is present. And that will kill you while you're sleeping. You'll have no indication of it all without a carbon monoxide detector.
And we, of course, we hear these stories, like you were saying, about carbon monoxide or for fires at home and in buildings. So, of course, we want that technology to be up to date. And, of course, we want to be educated. Where can we get some more information?
You know, there are two excellent sources to go to. First is the National Fire Protection Association. That would be at nfpa.org. And the other would be to Siemens at usa.siemens.com/fire for advancements in detection and life safety technologies.
Gentlemen, this is great. Fire prevention awareness, of course, is something that affects everybody. We want to thank you so much for this information, telling us about the technology and the work that you guys do year-round.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, stay where you are. We'll be right back.